Shane Nitsi Gashin, Tansei Gitsi Gashin. If you're wondering what that means my name is Shane, and how are you? What are you called? So I'm also in the process of learning a new language. I am Métis, and my dad actually spoke fluent Cree. It's one of the oldest languages in North America, and he passed away a couple years ago. So I thought, you know what? Maybe it'd be kind of cool to learn the language as well. So that's also what I'm doing is just trying to go through some online courses, if you will, to learn Cree. So again, one of the oldest languages out there in North America, probably the world. And so that's what I'm doing as well. Just thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyways, someone was asking me about speed reading and listening to audiobooks at fast speeds. Like, how much can you actually gather when you're going through a book that fast? And the truth is, if it's a brand new book and the content is brand new to you, there's new words, new terms, all this stuff, probably 1 times to 1.5 would be sufficient, just because you'd be surprised when you speed it up to 1.2, 1.3, 1.5. It just gets rid of the gaps of space in between sentences or paragraphs, and that adds up after a while. You can knock things off. So if a book is 6 hours, you can probably reduce it down to 4 hours, more or less. So I hope that answers that question, like how much can you actually absorb. But if you have read the physical book and you're listening to the audiobook, which I do quite a bit, and you listen to the book, let's just say you just listened to the book at normal speed a week ago, you could probably ramp that sucker up to 1.5 to 2.0. And again, it depends on the time of the day. If you're thirsty, you're probably not going to pick it up. So you have to drink a lot of water throughout the day in order to help your brain process stuff. I know it sounds kind of weird. First thing in the morning is probably a good time to ramp up your audiobook. Sometimes in the afternoon, especially if you've had, let's just say you had pizza, you had fast food, whatever it is, probably 1 times, maybe 0.8 would be good, because your brain just gets all mushy with fast food. Anything with MSG seems to slow your cognitive ability down a bit. But if you're eating, fruit, vegetables, all this kind of stuff, and you're having fish oils, all this, it actually helps you process information a little bit quicker. And if you're practicing trying to remember stuff, that helps as well. So familiarity is great. I like to take notes in my book, write things down. And then it's actually amazing how fast you can actually go through a book the 3rd, 4th, 5th time. One of my favorite books, Never Split the Difference. Last year, I probably read it 4 or 5 times physically. And then the audiobooks, I can't even tell you how many times I listened to it, because I would probably listen to it once a day for a week and then go on to something else, just because it's a fascinating book. And I also took some of his online courses, one of his master classes. So I'm familiar with his material. I've watched a ton of his videos on YouTube. So it's not a brand new concept to me. At the very beginning, I probably couldn't do it that fast. So hopefully that helps. Anyways, I gotta make myself a cup of coffee. See you later. That's another thing too. If you have too much coffee, it can actually slow you down once you start coming down off your little high from having a coffee. And coffee obviously makes you, what's it called? It's early in the morning. But basically, for every 6 ounces of water or 6 ounces of coffee you drink, you lose 8 ounces of water. So basically, you're losing more liquid every time. So if you can imagine, if you drink 8 cups in a day of coffee, which some people do, I used to drink more than that. You lose more water than you're actually taking in. So by the end of the day, you're actually dehydrated. You just don't know it. And if you go without water for 3 days, you're on the verge of dying, because if you go 3 days without water, that's it. So a lot of people are probably dying and they don't even know it. It's kind of a deep thought, because they're dehydrated. They're on the verge. They're on the cusp, because they drink pop every single day. They don't drink water. Even though pop is liquid, they think, oh, that's good enough. But anyways, there's my little thought for the day. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.